Yeah, greetings in the name of His Majesty. You're about to watch me, Skip Marley, answer 21 questions right here, so keep it locked.
Skip, what's your daily routine?
I wake up, say my prayer, drink some tea, go to the gym, and after that I usually get some food and then just go into the studio, chilling my day.
How is your life different than you imagined it as a child growing up in Kingston?
I'm up on the stage now, so that's a little different for me. Growing up, I've always watched, my family performing, so, for me, to reach the place now, it's like a dream very much.
What's the key to maintaining healthy locks?
I'd say you have to get them twisted every once in a while, I would say. Keep them clean. Eat good. You have to eat good, vitamins. Sometimes you have to give it a ginger soak, to get out all the lint and all that stuff. Sometimes you have to give it a deep soak.
What do your locks represent to you?
My locks represent me, my locks represent togetherness. My locks represent spirituality. My locks represent life itself and its experiences, How you identify me is my locks, This is a part of who I am. And the locks have a story. I think my locks are still telling the story. So we just have to wait and see.
What type of woman excites you?
A good woman.
What's your favorite Bob Marley song and why?
I don't have a favorite. Why? Because I love all of them, I remember when I first started, diving into the music thing. I remember I printed off about 300 chord charts or 400 chord charts of my grandfather's music. And I remember I just go through them one by one and just listen to them and just sit down and study them. And, So yeah, I don't really have a favorite, and I love to sing them all. I love to hear them all. So you have to ask me at a different, maybe in a couple of years I'll have a different answer.
How does your grandfather's music make you feel?
Makes me feel alive. That is the first time I felt my spirit. It was like listening to my grandfather's music and performing my grandfather's music. That was the first time where I felt like, like the spirit touched me, you know what I mean? Yeah, man, it's more than music to me, It's like a part of me too, It's a part of us.
What's the coolest or most profound story that you've heard about your grandfather?
I think the coolest story to me is when he was in Zimbabwe for the independence. They were just getting their independence, and I remember they were tear gassing the stadium, and I remember my grandfather stayed on the stage, because they weren't letting the people, so the government start tear gas the crowd or whatever. My grandfather stayed on the stage, because the music is more powerful than than the flesh. You know what I mean? It have a purpose and it have a meaning. So I really look at that moment and really, you can see the impact, first hand almost in essence.
When you're on stage, what does it feel like?
It's love, it's a spirit, it's a joy, it's a joy to me. Music is me, so to just be able to express the music is the sweetest thing for me,
If you had a creative mission statement, what would it be?
Unification of mankind has to start now. That's my statement.
What's your approach to songwriting?
Naturally, if something's in my head, then I'll build off of that. But a lot of times I'll just pick up the guitar or play the chord on the piano or lick the drum or hit a note on the bass and we just dive into it. Inspiration, you can find inspiration all about, we just try not to get too into our heads, and try to make the music from the heart.
How do you want your music to make people feel?
Unified, together, conscious, love, uplifted, hope, you know what I mean? Yeah. Fighting, yeah. Freedom.
If you could be in a group with any artist, who would they be and why?
Right now it's my family, the whole of my family. Right now it's all of us, all the next generation. Me, Joseph, Joe Mercer Marley, Yo Marley, Daniel Bambata Marley, Soul Marley, Him Marley, Mystic Marley, Shasta Marley, just the family band.
What was the highlight of collaborating with the artist H.E.R on Slow Down?
Yeah, I think meeting her for the first time, touching the stage with her, those were doing Hollywood Bowl, I would say, is the highlight. Hollywood Bowl so far. Yeah, all of it is a highlight for me, really. I can't really just choose one, but that is a moment where I remember, and I can say, yeah, that was, And I really thank her for inviting me there.
What's something that you think is overrated?
Fame,
What's something you think is underrated?
life, love, understanding.
What's a story that you never get tired of retelling?
The story when I first sang, the story of when the first time I got to sing on stage. I was on tour with my Uncle Steven back in, I think, 2012 or 13. And I remember we were at the sound check and he told me I was going to sing tonight. And I've never sang, for anyone. Or, I wasn't a singer at the time, I was just in school. The show came and he did his set and then he come off for the encore. And I remember him look at me and him say, "You ready?" And I said, "Yes, sir." So I remember he did a couple songs and then One Love came on, One Love, One Heart. Called me over and said, "This is Skip," and he's got something to say, and then he gave me the mic. I just started singing. We sing One Love, One Heart, and sing the chorus, sing the chorus. And I remember after I finished, it's like me look, it's like I see my mother cry, my auntie I cry. 'Cause everyone watch me grow up, so that was a moment for me,
What's something that you didn't know how to do 5 years ago that you know how to do now?
Vibrato. I learned how to control my vibrato. My auntie Betty, the late great Betty Wright. She was my vocal coach, so she taught me a lot of things, you know what I mean? So vibrato would be like, with no vibrato, just be like, hey, and vibrato is, hey. Even though it's so simple, it's not, take time like everything, So it's just repetition is key. So that's just a little thing that I can say I've learned.
What did you learn about yourself during quarantine?
I've learned to have more patience. I'm pretty patient anyways, but think bigger than yourself-ish, cause I have family and certain things, so I can't put people at risk, things like that, larger in outlook.
In the spirit of NAACP Image Awards airing this weekend, can you tell us the dopest thing about being Black?
I would say the struggle. The struggle make you, and God not give you no struggle where you can't manage. That is the best thing about being Black in our ancient history.
How do you say "see you later" in Patois?
Well, you can say "little more," or you can say "till next time," or you can say "in a few."
Well, that's all I have. Thank you so much for doing this. I appreciate it.
Thank you, man. Thank you, my brother.